Hey everybody, Justin Schlegel with RHP Real Estate and Team Schlegel. This is your April 2024 Phoenix Real Estate Report. So we are in a balanced market right now. For the most part, there are some areas that are a little bit more favorable to sellers and some that are a little bit more favorable to buyers, but by and large, we got a pretty even balanced market, and there's a couple reasons for that. Number one, interest rates. So they have been obviously moving up and down and all around here for quite a while. And this past week, we actually had the inflation report numbers come out, and they were not ideal for interest rates. So we shot back up over 7% for conventional without any points or, obviously interest rate buy down, etc. So that's got some buyers still kind of puckered on the sidelines. But the buyers that are moving forward, they are taking advantage of increased negotiation for repairs, for concessions, which helps with closing costs, as well as buying down that interest rate and less competition ultimately for the right homes. The other factor is inventory. So we don't have a super abundant amount of inventory on the market. Yes, we have more than we did in say early 21 or early 22, but not nearly where we normally are for historic levels, especially with the population growth and housing base increase. So inventory for single family homes active in the valley has been hovering between about 10,100 and 10,500 for the last 2 months. So kind of right in that range. And that's not a ton. It's not very, very little, but that's what's keeping us really in a balanced market. Now, I mentioned some of the areas are a little hotter. Chandler, Gilbert, North Phoenix near the semiconductor facility, and Laveen. Those are some hot spots. And then some slower areas would be more outer line, Queen Creek, Buckeye, Goodyear, and Maricopa. Let's talk about buyers being selective. Right now, buyers can be more selective because there is enough inventory to satisfy their demand, and they're cost sensitive with interest rates and just everything costing more. And I know that's the party line. Let's talk about inspections. So one thing that we are noticing an increase of is sewer inspections, sewer scopes. So as our population, our home base actually ages and gets a little bit older, it can be very important to run a sewer scope. So one example, we had a client here recently, a home that was built in the 80s, I believe, and we did a sewer scope, and what was found was an outdoor sink where kind of some people were cooking and such. They were pouring a bunch of grease down. And so that, obviously restricts the sewer lines and drainage and things like that. So we were able to have the seller get that hydrojetted and make sure that everything is moving the way it's supposed to. So sewer scopes could be a good thing for you. And finally, do not believe all the headlines you read. There are a lot of misinformed people out there, both in the industry and outside of the industry when it comes to real estate. Experts or so-called experts that are making predictions and things that they have no control over. So yes, we can have an opinion on what we think may happen, but who knows if it really will. And that also ties into the commission's lawsuit that, of course, has been a big topic over the past month. Lots of unknown variables at this point. So anything is speculative right now, although we do have pretty good feelings as to what's going to happen. And ultimately, at the end of the day, it changes the processing more on our end than it does for the consumer when it comes to buying and selling real estate. So any questions you have about the market, please don't hesitate. That's what we're here for. We're in it every single day. So information is below. Thank you for watching and have a great day.